A divine greetings to the 13 tribes of Yazrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the awesome fiery name of YAHUAH Elohim. This is the awesome name that is above all name eternal. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you family, for you are the only reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah the Revelator, seal not the prophecies of this book, for the time is simply near. Exactly what we are doing here formally, decode the end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the blessed returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally our worship, glory, honor, power, riches, wealth, to the glory of his magnificent Abba Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very DNA, the very don't go part, the very don't touch me there, the very fire, the unpardonable part of Abba Yahuwah, the breath of eternal good or bad, the very power of a glorified body. Hey, Mas Kalababa, Neriko Sintalababa. It is the Ruach HaKodesh, the power of wonders, and the power of conception, and the power, oh, Robosikaya Baya Baya Ba, of a glorified body. It is the Ruach HaKodesh. Hiborobosikaya Baba. I just love the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, my divine teacher, my eternal driver. I love you. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped, praised, honored, served, loved, right in the temple of your eternal handmaid, your very Isha. For you are my eternal Abba, also my eternal husband. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. 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 Hallelujah. I love you, Abba Yahuwah. Yes, Abba. I just love my Abba. Oh. Just love my Abba. I love Yahuwah. I love you, King Yahushua HaMashiach, my eternal husband. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, now, family, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Apostle Shauh, aka Paul, was a Nazarite. He can't drink alcohol, neither tell Timothy to drink alcohol wine. It's forbidden. He can't do it because he was a Nazarite. He can't drink alcohol, and he cannot tell Timothy to do such. So let us now begin to put in the word of Abba Yahuwah, like I always love to say. It's not by sensational, emotional, radiation burning person, no. But by the royal law subjective, we want to put asunder again between Jesus Christ from the pit of hell and his apostles, his agents, and Yahushua HaMashiach, okay, of Nazareth, that these are two different Messiah, Messianic kingdom, okay, Messianic movement, okay. These are two different deities, okay. Said by their fruit ye shall know them. So check out the lifestyle of Jesus and his pastors, apostles, bishop, whatever, and come to the royal law and study. There you're gonna see the difference is so huge. The difference is like from here to eternity. They can never be compared. There's no comparison. It's so different. Okay, Jesus came with another day of eternal rest, whereby the royal law says Shabbat keeping is perpetual. Yahushua kept it, the biblical Messiah. All his apostles, they kept Shabbat. Yahushua celebrates biblical feasts. All his apostles did. The book says so. The book you carry says so. But check out Jesus. They keep Sunday. They celebrate all paganism, pagan feast. They came with another name called Jesus. And the letter J that gave you Jesus isn't yet 400 years old. So what is going on? Therefore, study the book, and the book will give you the answer. Revelation 12:9 said, the dragon, that old serpent, deceived the whole world. So you sort it out. You are being deceived. I was once being deceived. I was once a Christian. But by the help of the YAHUAH'S, I began to study everything they do. I couldn't find no, except they want to twist it. If they want to twist it, therefore, and you are not ready to drag your spirit from their hands, sorry, it's going to be eternal damnation. It's going to become a strong delusion. Because YAHUAH says, since you don't have love for the truth, therefore I'm going to send you a strong delusion in order for you to believe a lie. That is judgment of abandonment. That is where YAHUAH gave up on you. That is where YAHUAH said, I've had enough. Go and die if you want to die. Since you love to die, you love to perish, just go have it. Okay? Because you need to have love for the truth. And notice the truth is a deity. John 14:6 said, I'm the way, the truth, and the very life. He said, no one comes to heaven but by me. The pardon is Shabbat, which is the shadow of eternal rest. And you have problem with that way Yahushua set down before you. You have problem with that truth. You have problem with that life. This is the way he said. This is the pardon he gave. And you say you find problem with this. You want to follow Babylon and the broad way. That leads to destruction. And many has already gone through that. Is that way you fix us so? But this is the nature. The nature of this video is for you to put it right. I'm speaking to the elect, not to the multitude, only few. Many are called, few are choosing. And only few, walk through the narrow way. Okay, so right now, these are two different deities, two messianic movements. Look at the biblical Messiah, messianic sign. Okay, 3 days and 3 nights. That is complete 72 hours. We don't rationalize nothing absolute over here. We know what there is. We found that in the sign of Jonah. And look at Jesus Christ. Oh, just a day and a half. His people said he died on Friday, 3 o'clock. You can find that in Matthew 27. And early morning Sunday is no more there. It's risen. 3 o'clock Friday counts. 3 o'clock Shabbat. That's just one day. And Sunday early morning is no more there. What is that? That is total nonsense. The book never says so. 3 days and 3 nights. Only the Messiah that meets up with that sign, it is the biblical Messiah. It is the biblical Messiah. So I keep making a distinction. Let you know Jesus Christ is the another one that comes. Okay, in His own name. Okay. So right now I want to put scriptures to validate the very title. Look at it again. Matthew 5:17 through 20. Yahushua said, the biblical Messiah said, I never come to destroy the law nor the prophet. Until when? What was the stipulation? Until all is fulfilled. So what is the stipulation? Until the heaven and the earth is no more. Then Revelation 21 said, I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth are no more. But Jesus said he destroyed it already. So this matter of Jesus, until I see them all enter the grave, I won't stop. Until the new Jerusalem come, I'm going to keep bombarding Christian and their stupid Jesus Christ. All right, now let us put in the word of YAHUAH. I don't know if Jesus has also brainwashed you in this manner to also say that Apostle Shauh, the one you call Paul, is Gentile. Maybe they have also succeeded in brainwash to you. So let's lose you. Let's lose you from that now. Who is Apostle Shauh? Romans chapter 11, verses 1. I say there, had YAHUAH cast away his people? YAHUAH forbid. For I also am an Israel of the seed of Abraham and of the tribe of Benjamin. So the last born of our papa, Jacob, which is called Benjamin. That was his last born. Okay, Joseph or Yusuf and Benjamin are the same. They are the children of Rachel. Okay, so the last born of our papa, that is where the tribe of who? Apostle Shauh, whom you call Paul. Let's put one confirmation. All these seed of Sempet, all these seed of Sempet, just like Johnson Suleiman, maybe they have already brainwashed you and says it was a Gentile. Okay, that was why he reached out to the Gentile world. So let's do one. Philippians chapter 3, verses 5. Circumcised the 8th days, okay, of the stock of Yisrael, of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law, a Pharisees. Did you get that? So it's Yisrael, not was eternal. Okay, the choosing, the elect, and from his own tribe, the last born of our Papa Jacob, Benjamin. That is his tribe. Okay, so let's put in scriptures. This is what I keep urging the few people that follow this channel, this platform. Just study the book for yourself. Though there is error in the translation, and that same error brought Jesus in, but still 99.9% are true, infallible word of YAHUAH. As he's told, it's going to be exposing Jesus more to you. It's going to be exposing Christianity. That helped me. That was why I ran out of their camp. Because everything they do is complete Babylonian. I was once a pagan. Why should I come and be doing the mystery pagan? No, the once pagan I did it, purely pagan. That was a choice of me. By his mercy, Abba YAHUAH called me out of that. By his infinite mercy, then I make myself in mystery pagan, practicing worship his son. And worshiping a son is the greatest abomination according to the book you carry. So what is the nature of son worship? It's simply me commemorating commemoration, okay, the day this Jesus fell from glory. All these fallen angels is to commemorate, because the very moment they fell, that ushers in time, season, a year. I mean, you want to live in eternal. You don't live in time, space, and all whatever. But as soon as they fell, that counts the beginning of time. In the beginning the county, which is Genesis. They were the darkness that covered the surface of the earth. And Sunday is the first day. Okay? It makes working time. So you are just commemorating the day they fell. That was why the royal law said, it is the greatest abomination. You worship his son. There is no rest. It means eternal work. Now, our apostle, chapter 24, verses 40, we are looking into who is apostle. These bastard people, these satanic children, these seed of serpent, Christian, and Yodikpo, and all these useless people, said that Jesus turned water into alcoholism. That was the first miracle of Jesus Christ. Yahushua is eternal high priest. And the high priest, according to the book you carry, he can take anything fermented. Now, then I said, okay, Apostle Shauh said, Timothy, come over here, you can drink alcohol. Okay, that is what brought us over here. Apostle Shauh also can't do that. Why? Because he was a Nazarite. A Nazarite is forbidden, not just only from agogoro, from orange juice. Anything that grows from the tree, it can't. So what you cannot eat, why should you give it to others? Our apostle, we see his tribe already. Apostle Shauh is the tribe from the tribe of Benjamin. So I want to see what he knows or do about the law. Our apostle 24, verses 14. But this I confess unto thee, is the one speaking, that after the ways which they call heresy, so worship I, the Elohim of my fathers, believing all things, not some part, believing all things which are written in the law and in the prophets. That is what the parallel Yahushua also gave unto us in Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 through 20. Verses 17 said, don't even dare think that I've come to destroy the law, nor the prophet. The people of the book will look into the prophecies of the prophets and carry the law. That's how we are doing it. And Jesus Christ said he nailed his head to the cross They are not under the law. But if these people want to steal, that goes to the law. So we are not for that today. But I'm still trying to make a distinction. So you see now, you say you believe the law. Okay, so let's prove that. Romans chapter 16, verses 26, this is the Apostle Shauh speaking. But now it's made manifest. You can take it from 25, okay? But now it's made manifest and by the scriptures of the prophets, according to the commandment of the everlasting Yahuwah, made known to all nations for the obedience of faith. He is even teaching people now that you are being assigned to all nations. Teach the commandments. Teach the prophet, the prophecy. A prophet simply means look into their prophecy, okay, and do it through faith. He did not say he abolished it. I'm not under law, they are under grace. Don't understrike you, liar. Jesus is a guru master, okay? Apostle Shauh, you see, he's the one speaking. So let's put now confirmation. He's a Nazarite. That's where we are going now. Let me show you the danger you are engaging your spirit, soul, body with. Okay, when you begin to twist the saying of this mighty man of Yahuwah, Apostle Shauh, who denied marriage, should have children for the kingdom's sake. In fact, he paid so much for his salvation. You cannot just come here and be misquoting him. Let me tell you what his fellow apostle says. Apostle Kepha, whom you call Peter. 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 15. And according to that the long suffering of our Adonai is salvation, even as our beloved brother Shauh, whom you call Paul, also according to the wisdom given unto him, hath written unto you, 16, has also in all his epistles speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they, that is Christian, which they that are unlearned, they are so illiterate and unstable, they are Jesus, unstable lawbreaker, and unstable wrestle, as they do, twist, as they do also the other scriptures. Where did they twist it? Genesis 3 is speaking of their father. Unto their own what? Destruction. This is the danger in it. Unto their what? Own destruction. When you now begin to see that, begin to pack gogoro in your stomach, you will say, Apostle Shauh said, drink and don't get drunk. He said, you are twisting it because you are unled. It is to your own destruction. Because he is a Nazarite. He was a Nazarite, rather. He can't take alcohol. Not just alcohol, orange juice, whatever, drinkable from the tree, grapes, sherry, anything. He can't. Why? He was a Nazarite. That's where we are going now. He can't do it. And the royal law make it so clear. What you don't give it to others. Listen now. 17. Yet, therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, but well, lest ye also be led away with the error of the wicked. Christians they are the wicked. Don't fall into their wickedness. Far from you, okay. Don't be led away with the error of the wicked, far from your own standfastness. Is letting you know. You breaking the law, you breaking Shabbat. You said Jesus nailed your head to the cross. Really? Jesus nailed his head to the cross. You see. So this Apostle Kepha, he also warned you to be very careful about the teachings of Apostle Shauh. He said when you twist it, it's going to be to your own destruction. And many has traveled through that way. Christian will be keeping some. They will say Apostle Shauh said, don't regard any day. Oh, I heard now. Anyway, let's go to Apostle 21. How can Apostle Shauh keep the Shabbat, he himself, and he will tell you not to keep it? Throughout the scriptures, he never kept no day. Huh? But it's to your own destruction. That's what the book says. Now, okay, let's get started now. Apostle 21. I'm going to be reading from it, the prophecy of the daughters of I think let's just drop that for the sake of time. I really want to read up to 28. Okay, now I'm going to be talking from here. Apostle 21 from verses 8 to 14. Then we'll take you from 19 to 28. That one is the longer. So it will be better I read down because we're also going to read Numbers chapter 6 for you to see what it is being a Nazarite. 19. And when he had saluted them, he declared particularly what things Yahuwah wrought among the Gentiles by his ministry. 20. And when they heard it, he went to Jerusalem. Okay. Then the virgin began to prophesy. No, Agapos prophesied and said, "You are going to Jerusalem. You are not coming back. They're going to handle you, okay, to be arrested and all that. In fact, they're going to kill you, whatever." So I just brief you that because I'm going to be talking from there. That prophecy. Okay, now 20. And when they heard it, they glorified the Adonai and said unto him, "Thou seest, brother, how many thousands of Yahudims there are which believe, uh, and they are all zealous of the law." So after Apostle Shauh has shared his own testimony, what Yahuwah did among the Gentiles, so the people also, the elders, he went to go and meet in Jerusalem, and also gave him a testimony. Thousands of the people of the book accepted the New Testament, not just only that they are still zealous for the law. Why? Because complaint has already guessed to the elders that Apostle Shauh is a lawbreaker, just as Christians accusing him. Our forefather was also accusing him, listener, because some of his teaching is hard to be understood. I said you are filled with the Ruach. Therefore, if you are not filled, you're going to be twisted, you're going to be accused, you're going to be breaking the law. Okay. But this people's accusation was even better. It turned out better than that of Christian. Christian ravaged the law. This one we are still fighting for him to keep the law. Meanwhile, he was under the law. 21. And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Yahudims which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moshe, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither walk after the custom. This is the report they brought to them. 22. What is it, therefore? The multitude must needs come together. They are coming for you, okay? For they will hear that thou art come. They will hear that you are already here in Jerusalem. They are coming for you. 23. Do therefore this that we say to thee, we have for men which have a vow on them. Notice there. Okay. Now they want to test him, if indeed he breaks the law or not. If indeed he teaches against the law, they want to test him. I love the Ruach HaKodesh. I just love the Ruach HaKodesh. I love the Bible. So awesome. Love you. 24. Listen. There, take, he said 4 men, including Apostle Shauh is now 5 men, and they want to test the spirit of Apostle Shauh. Believe not our spirit, but test. We heard that you are a lawbreaker. Now we want to test you. 24. Then, take and purify thyself with them, and be at charge. You are the one to pay every single fee required from the law. Animals that is being required is going to be so much, animal that is required. We see all in Numbers chapter 6. Now you're going to pay for all of you 5. You are the one to be in charge. These 4 men, and you by yourself, 5 people. You are the one to take care of the responsibility, whatever penny. Do that in order for us to know that you are not teaching against the law. Listen. Then let me take from 23. Do therefore this that we say to thee, we have 4 men which have a vow on them. Then take and purify thyself with them, and be at charges with them, that they may shave their heads, and all may know that these things wherefore they were informed concerning thee are nothing, but that thou thyself also walkest orderly, and keepest the law. Listen, 25. As touching the Gentiles which believe, we have written and conclude that they observe no such. Gentile is not allowed to be a Nazarite, no. You are not allowed. Save only that they keep themselves from things offered to idols. You know, they're idol worshiper. Some people, some worshiper. And from blood, and from strangled, and from fornication. That is their sin. That is the only law they want you to be keeping for now. But for law of Nazareth, no, you are not allowed. You are not also allowed to come into the temple. Listen now. So after that, 26, what did my papa did? Then Paul took the mare, and the next day purified himself with them, entered into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the days of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them. So what did he do? He now began to say Jesus nailed his head to the cross. Do you know what the law of Nazareth, excuse me, has nothing absolutely to do with the cross. It's personal relationship, set apart. This guy set himself apart and said, I'm not going to marry. No, I don't want it. I just want to focus on YAHUAH. I love it so much. I just want to focus on YAHUAH. I don't want no distraction. Marriage, having children now. That is set apart. The one they also call eunuchs. That is set apart. So now, what now say, your locks, it carry dress. Nazarite, whether you're a man or woman, you need to carry dread. Razor needs not to touch you. We are going there now. He said, then he took the man. He did it because clear conscience, fear no accusation. So even though you're accusing me of whom I'm not, nah, I'm going to prove you wrong. He did it. He take care of the rest, the bills. 27. And when these 7 days were almost ended, the Yahudis, which were of Asia, when they saw him in the temple, stirred up all the people and laid hands on him. They beat him. 28. Crying out, Men of Israel, help! This is the man that teacheth all men everywhere, against the people and the law, and this place, and further brought Gentiles also into the temple, had polluted this holy place. So they say, you see the accusation? So they now begin to beat him until the governor came into the system and judged the case. That was why they took him to prison. Okay. Now, why did this? That was the 8 days. The 7th day is to offer all this animal. He got it already, bought everything already, only for them to make the sacrifice. So then the uproar now comes, and that one they couldn't, he himself couldn't, but it's still going to be taking place by the elders. But why did that happen? If this doesn't happen, then the prophecy of Agabus that says when you go to Jerusalem, you are not coming back, you are going to be led away into prison. It can't come to pass. If everything just went along, harmoniously, okay, everybody is in tune with him, so that prophecy is going to be proved false. Because the prophecy says, you, the owner of this ghetto, this is how they're going to bind your hand and feet and put you and lay hands on you. So he himself, Apostle Paul, said, I'm not afraid to die. In fact, I'm not afraid. That one was even persuading him, don't go to Jerusalem. This is what they're going to do to you. That one said, stop breaking my heart. I'm not only going to suffer for this holy name that I've taken, Yahshua HaMashiach, I'm going to die for this name. He said, let me take my leave and stop. Why you people persuading me I shouldn't go? You are just breaking my heart. Let me go and die for the one I love. He proceeded. And he goes to Jerusalem, they lay hands on him. And that was why they, got him arrested. He died in the land of another man. Okay? So that, you see, he did it. He didn't say Jesus has nailed his penis and his testicles on the cross. No. This one has nothing to do with the cross. It was under the law. So the reason why he taught Timothy to use water, that is after we are going to read now Numbers chapter 6, where the instruction was being given. I'm going to read the 30 parts. You can do yourself the favor in reading them all. So the reason why he told Timothy, Timothy was his son. He adopted it because the father of Timothy was a Gentile, a Greek man. You can see that in the Acts Apostle chapter 60. Apostle Shauh himself was the one who even circumcised Timothy. He just adopted him in order to bring him into the kingdom. Okay. Now, the reason why Timothy was a son, spiritual son, unto Apostle Shauh, the reason why he was taking only water, he was trying to imitate. Because the royal law says, imitate those who are in faith. But you cannot imitate the law of Nazareth, whereby you are not a Nazarite. You are not a Nazarite, excuse me. I always, confuse myself when it comes to Nazareth and Nazarite. The law of Nazareth, you can't imitate it, except you want to be under that law. For Apostle Shauh, you only drink water. That's according to the law of Nazareth. He get to drink just water only. Being Timothy, being the father of Timothy spiritual, Timothy was trying to imitate him. And I said, no, because of thy stomach's sake, you need to take something like this. Apostle Shauh is taking it, he's not having no infirmity, no, because he's under the law. Timothy, you are not. So we'll see. I think I'm also going to play the video when you take all this red wine, not the ogogoro, because he cannot drink ogogoro. Time is going. What am I saying? Numbers chapter 6, I read verse 1. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of Nazarite, to separate themselves unto Yahuwah, he shall separate himself from wine, and from strong drink, and from drink, no vinegar of wine, or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquid of grapes, nor eat most grapes or dried. For all the days of his separation shall he eat nothing is made of the vine tree. Orange, no way. Cherry, tangerine, apple, forget them. Keep naming them up. From the canals, even to the husk. 5. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days being fulfilled, in the which he separateth himself unto Yahuwah, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. So, but whenever you sin, you the Father, you need to shave it off. And that's what Apostle Shauh did. Meanwhile, they were testing him to also prove to them that I'm keeping what you keep, man. I'm even stronger than you, because maybe those guys were not under the law of Nazarite. He was. Then that's okay now for us to believe. Come and shave off your dread. He did. 6. All the days, like Samson, he shaved off his dread, sin, because you sin already. All the days that he separate himself unto Yahuwah, he shall come at all. He shall come at no dead body. You are not allowed. This is how strong it is. He shall not make himself unclean for his father, nor for his mother, nor for his brother, or for his sister, when they die, because the consecration of his Yahuwah is upon his head. All the days of his separation, he is holy unto Yahuwah. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he had defiled in the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing on the seventh day, and he shall shave it. You get that? That's what we just read in Acts Apostle 21. And on the 8th day, these are what the things he should be bringing. He bought it already. He shall brought to turtles, that is dove, or two young pigeons, to the prince, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the prince shall offer the one of a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he is sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. 12. And he shall consecrate himself unto Yahuwah the days of his purification, And shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering, but the days that were before shall be lost. The one you practiced before is gone because you sinned already, because his separation was defied. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and he shall offer his offering unto Yahuwah one lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and one lamb of the first year without blemish for a sin offering, and one ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread, cake of fine linen, mingled with oil, and welfare of unleavened bread, anointed with oil, and their meat offering, and their drink offering. The list keep going on, but this is where the list ended. So I want to also end here. These are the things he bought with his own money. He provided his own and provide for the other four guys. So let's put now Abaku. Did you get that? He's a Nazarite. He can't drink. He can't give to somebody to drink. All right, now Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 15 through 16. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drinking, drunky also. Let me take it again. Woe unto him that givest his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of YAHUAH'S right hand shall be, oh, what is this again? Right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful shall be on thy, and shame shall be on thy glory. It's a curse. War means destruction. War means sorrow. This is a law-abiding citizen, Apostle Shauh. He said just the way they call heresy, because they were said that it was in error. This thing you call error. This the belief of my father. And I'm not onto it. I keep, believing everything written in the law. And also the prophets. So now, the royal law said, you are a Nazarite. Your business is not in that. How dare you not say, now begin to give ogogoro and say, go and drink ogogoro? Eh? It's a curse. He said you are under curse if you give strong drink. That is wine, alcohol, to your neighbor. You are under curse. So Apostle Shauh understood this law. He knew the implication. He knew the consequences. He knew the penalty. He knew what follows when break the law. He knew what he's going to receive in return for you. So he says your glory is going to be covered with shame. He knew he was a law-abiding citizen. He can give, tell rather Timothy to go and be taking fermented drink, whereby he himself is not tasting it. What business do you have with a class you are not equipped with, or with a class you are not you don't have knowledge of? You are not knowledgeable. He don't have that knowledge about whatever alcohol is doing, because it's not under it. Like he don't have sex. I just put that. You don't have sex, but through the Spirit you can still teach about that decently, okay? Now, 1 Timothy chapter 5:23. Drink no longer water, because Apostle Shauh is speaking to Timothy here now. He is speaking to Timothy because Timothy is imitating him, because he brought Timothy into the faith. He made Timothy to be born again. He himself circumcised Timothy. That is law. He kept the Shabbat, all biblical feasts, he celebrated. He did all. The book says so. How can you be doing it? He would be teaching you against it. No, come on now. Stop twisting our word. 23. Drink no longer water, but use a little wine, for thy stomach is sick, and that often infirmities. Okay. Now, what is the wine? Let me quickly show this. When I was dealing into this, I think about how many months ago. This is a wine. Even while he is still hanging on the cholesterol, you can read Isaiah 55 verses 8. He called it wine. This is the wine he was speaking of. I did the research also. These very grapes, what they call Apostle Shauh can't eat this. So he is not telling Timothy to stop taking only water like I do. Because you are not under the law. For you, you can eat this. It's not a sin because you are not under the law of Nazarite. Come on now. Go and take this grapes, squeeze grape, pure and without no fermented. Take it for the sake of thy stomach pay. And can I quickly play the doctor research that I did also? Let me see if there will be a room for that.
All that stuff. Okay, they want to be happier. They want to look younger. They want to have better hormones. They want to lose fat. They want to gain muscle. They want to live longer and sleep better and so on and so forth. And yet, these same people drink alcohol, which causes negative effects in everything I just mentioned and more. Listen, no matter how you look at it or how you justify it, alcohol is a toxin that accelerates the aging process of your entire body. Sure, you'll find a study or how many that say alcohol is good for your health or some other bullshit, or drinking 2 glasses of wine daily is good for your heart. Again, total crap. If you want the benefits of red wine, for example, go eat some organic red grapes. It's the polyphenols and the resveratrol and similar compounds that are found in thin-skinned fruits that are good for your body. Not the red wine, which is basically grape juice mixed with alcohol.
Did you get it?
Or you can have some organic extra virgin olive oil, which is super high in polyphenols. Or even really good quality caffeine-free coffee. Or best of all, green tea.
All right.
Again, all proven to be good for your health. Anyway, I can go on and on with the negatives of alcohol.
Okay, let me stop it. This exactly what the doctor said. That is what Apostle Shauh made known unto Timothy. He said this. It contains health benefits without alcohol. Not to go and take a glass of wine that contains toxic, that's going to cause brain whatever damage on your brain. We are not ogogoro people. He said let alcohol be given to them that are ready to be destroyed. Do you know what that is? I did that already. So I just want to play the fact. This is a total research. What am I saying that? Okay, now I also did that research whereby I put it on a Google. How many cups or glass of alcohol you can take before one gets intoxicated. He put it out. He said at the moment you begin to take that toxic into your system, you have already drunk to a certain degree level. It's because it's toxic. It's acid. It's not water. So this is what Apostle Shauh was saying. So what for? For healing. What for? For healing. Okay, let me tell you. He just used it as a... Okay, I will get it later. As a symbol of the blood of Messiah that came to purge every infirmity away from our system. That was why he told him, take this one. Not the fermented one. Like kind of Holy Communion. Just as he himself, let me begin to put all those things now because there's no room to read it now. The symbol of it. Just like Yahushua. John chapter 9, verses 1 through 10. Go and read it. What Yahushua did over there. He spit on the sand and used it to scrub somebody's eyes for healing. And he now tell him, go and wash at the pool of Salome. It was so Salome also. It was so. It's just like a symbol as directed by the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. That was what Paul was bringing or said to Timothy. What am I saying? Oh, I bet you will have mercy on me. Yes, like 2 Kings chapter 5. What the man of Yahuwah also said to Naaman, go to the pool of what? Is it Salome or whatever also? And dip into it 7 times, and you shall be cleansed from your leprosy. It's an object, okay, to, what am I saying? I'm losing the words. I don't know what is going on here. I rebuke you, Allah, and I rebuke you, Jesus, in your what's mighty name. It's not flowing. Okay, now, our apostle, I think I'm going to be reading this one. Our apostle, chapter 19, verses 11 through 12. And Yahuwah wrath, okay, and Yahuwah wrought special miracles by the hands of Paul, so that from his body were brought unto the sick handkerchief or apron, and the disease disappeared from them, and the evil spirits went out of them. So that is what handkerchief. Has he took they took his apron or handkerchief, just use it to touch somebody that is sick, the devil will just run away. He like when he was illustrating, he was telling him, go and take this. Meanwhile, it's healing that is going to take place. Check it out. From there, no more of any affirmative about Timothy. Only that place, and it was ended over there. I strongly believe when he took that wine, not alcohol, it was healing for a medicinal sake. It was healing that, okay, healing took place. Just as his apron, his handkerchief touched people that is sick, and they may hold. He like man, he gave that direction and said, just go and do this, as I said, is as a symbol of the blood of Messiah. Drink it. The devil is going to flee. And that sickness, because the devil is the one causing that sickness, it's going to leave you. You're going to be well, completely, utterly. But use the wine. You are not a Nazarite. No need for you to take only water like I do. Though I'm your spiritual father, but you can't imitate me in this area because I'm under covenant and you are not under that covenant. I can strongly say that was why the devil also attacked him, because you are not under the covenant of the. It's a strong band with Yahuwah. You are not there. You are just imitating it. You don't even know what was that from afar. Therefore, the devil is going to beat you for that. It's like you are misquoting Apostle Shauh when you don't drink this, I will also drink. No, that is personal. That was why the sickness also come. The devil will attack him. Fear for Apostle Shauh to give him healing, to make him whole completely from that madness of Jesus, Allah, because they are the demon attacking us. And now say, go and take wine. So that when I'm sick, I bet you what will just command me use Holy Communion. I will use Holy Communion, and the devil will leave me alone. That was what Abewa revealed, what happened in the case of Apostle Shauh telling Timothy to take wine for his firmity. Okay, health benefit. We heard it from the very doctor secular word. So this is quickly what I want to put out. Stop misquoting Apostle Shauh. If you keep doing it, he said it is to your own destruction. That is the judgment, because you are being led away by the error of the wicked, which is Jesus is the wicked, Allah is the wicked, all Christian, all pastor are the wicked. So it was just like a kind of a something to place for healing, like the handkerchief, like the sand, like go and wash in the river of Salome also, and Naaman was cleansed, the born blind was healed. And everyone that used the apron of Apostle Shauh was healed. In like manner was the one he told Timothy to drink, not for your stupidity and not for any stupidity of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Abba Yahuwah. You all have been rebuked. Yes, Jesus is being rebuked. Allah is being